Max Muscle Arm has all this included, so that's why I really encourage you to have this in your regime. Works really well, tastes really good too. Research studies has shown an ideal post-workout shake, considering if you did a full body exhaustion workout, you would want around about 65-70 grams of carbohydrates, okay? And these have to be high glycemic, and I'll explain what high glycemic means shortly. You also want about 20 grams of protein, and now the type of protein, what we want in your shake is something that leaves your stomach right away, and there's different types of proteins, and they come out of your stomach really slowly as well. The best protein I recommend is to use something like that is 100% hydrolyzed whey protein, because you want it to leave right away and get into your muscle cells to replenish and to start the recovery process. The one thing about hydrolyzed whey protein, I used to work for manufacturing, and it's just really rancid tasting, and it tastes horrible, and it's pretty much really expensive to make. That's why you don't really see many of these proteins in the marketplace. The alternative is to use, and it'll work just as well, is an isolate whey protein, for example, like so. We have chocolate vanilla strawberries and we have fruity ones. I like this one. And then you want about 20 grams of branched chain amino acids, or BCAAs, and they're also great when you're exercising. You're actually breaking down muscle tissue and releasing branched chain amino acids, and you use those, the ketone bodies, for energy. So if you take BCAAs during your workouts, you reduce the risk of breaking down muscle tissue, and you actually get better recovery afterwards and better muscle growth. Then you take about 5 to 10 grams of glutamine. Glutamine is one of the best amino acids out there. It does many things besides muscle recovery. It feeds your intestinal lining of your cells, which are called enterocytes, so your body can absorb food better. It's the highest concentration amino acid in the spinal cerebral fluid. So your nerves will work much better. You'll think more clearly. It helps maintain muscle once again. It's one of the main things that I like about it is it helps to secrete more growth hormone, and growth hormone helps to preserve and regenerate cells for faster muscle growth. So glutamine is just one of the coolest amino acids out there. I also would include about 200 to 300 milligrams of ALA, or alpha-lipoic acid. And again, ALA helps your body to secrete more insulin. And why do you want more insulin? It's the timing of it, because when you spike insulin, it's going to shove all this glucose and all the amino acids right back into your muscle cells and causing something called cell volumization. So it's going to make you bigger and full of water at the same time with all these nutrients. For example, your car runs a lot better when there's water in the radiator because it keeps the engine cool. Well, cell volumization, or cell volumizing, we found that when your cells are bigger and full of water, all the reactions that take place in your cells at a cellular level usually act with water. So by having that water in there helps the cells work a lot more better or efficiently. Okay? So that's really key. You also want about 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. It's a vitamin antioxidant. Remember, you just create a lot of stress and free radicals after working out. And also 1,000 milligrams of vitamin E as well. Let's see what else. You want about 10 grams of creatine. Now, this is optional because it really depends on what the type of athlete you are. Creatine. So if you're a bodybuilder, a weightlifter, powerlifter, or even let's say a boxer, for example, is somebody who needs to do something really quickly and fast speed, creatine is great, and it's one of the most researched supplements today with positive and effective results. Recap after workout, take about 70 grams carbohydrates, 20 grams about protein from hydrolyzed whey protein or isolate protein, 20 grams of branched chain amino acids, 1,000 milligrams vitamin C, vitamin E, and creatine optional if you want to build more muscle mass, and if you're an endurance athlete, do away with it. So it's kind of like when you get home from a long trip, your car is on empty, and you want to fill the tank up so you can go the next time. Okay, that's a post-workout. And again, Max Muscle Arm has all this included, so that's why I really encourage you to have this in your regime. Works really well, tastes really good too.